So when we're looking at the question of how do I ensure employees continue their development even when they're busy, there's a few levers we can pull. So there's the priority lever, which is essentially how do we make sure that development is high up on the list of priorities and it's not something that they're willing to replace in terms of time and effort spent on it with other activities. So we can pull that lever. We can make sure it's a high priority for them. One of the other things is time, or I want to say accessibility, but it's convenience, really. Convenience. So one of the other levers we can pull is making our development resources really convenient for the employee, so that they either don't have to give up a huge amount of time, or that we're giving those development resources at times that are convenient to them or in ways that are convenient to them, that means that it's easy for them to do it. For example, we might give a 15-minute course or video course on a particular topic that's designed for them to consume with a cup of coffee. Or we might give a half an hour video that is provided in a way that makes it easy for them to download onto their laptop or an iPad, and as a result it's designed for them to watch when they're on their commute into work in the morning or when they're leaving in the evening. So we can actually make it more convenient, and we can make it convenient so that, for example, audiobooks are really good for this. We can make it convenient in the sense that when you're walking to the tube station or walking to get a bus or whatever, actually you can't get a laptop out, and although you can kind of check your emails, you're likely to walk out into the road. So an audiobook is really good for that, because you can listen to that, you can learn, and actually you can still be functioning and do all the things you need to do. So think about whether you can pull the convenience lever to support development even when people are busy. The other thing that you can pull, which is related to priority, but rather than priority for the employee, we can actually look at how we leverage leaders, managers, and other influencers. So we're going to think about leadership influence. Now, this requires your leaders, managers, whoever, to be bought into the development that you're providing. So this lever doesn't work if your leadership question your return on investment. And there are things you can do to address that, but you have to do that before you do this. So assuming that leadership are bought into the development you provide as being really high quality and really helpful, then what you can do is you can get the leadership to encourage employees to make time for it. And there's a number of ways you can do that. You can get them to do it in an informal way, so you can get them to send emails or communicate it in their messaging, but you can also do it in formal ways as well. For example, including targets in their objectives for particular courses that they've been on, or particular things that they've learned, or improvements in particular areas that they would expect to improve via development. So as a result, you can use that sort of leadership or management influence to make sure that employees are getting that development and are thinking about how could I develop and get better. So those are three levers that you can pull to ensure that employees continue development even when they're busy. So making it up their priority list, making it convenient so that they can make the time for it, and making it so that leaderships are emphasising that importance as well. So hopefully you found that useful. Think about which lever you can pull, and indeed whether for certain courses that you can use a combination of these, because that can be even more powerful. And hopefully then you can make sure that you've got development happening for your employees even when they're busy.